We come to you live on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by the pride of Plainfield, New Jersey. It's Jay Williams.
Look at you, giving my hometown some love. Respect to the Queen City. It's going to be a big-time game tonight. Let's see who's ready to play on the floor.
You are a king in those parts. You never forget where it all began. And we're ready to start this one at midcourt. Curry to Thompson. Clippers have got it. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
As a team, when you establish your dominance in the paint early, it's critical to your offense because it eventually opens up the perimeter down the stretch.
Draymond Green, tough matchup against George. Curry buries the wide-open three. That's too easy. His instincts are unnatural, but what makes him so good given the work he's put in?
The special thing about Stephen Curry is that his entire life he has practiced great habits. A lot of players practice and get up shots, but they don't practice the right habits, and that comes with the lineage. His father, Dale Curry, making sure that he puts in the time and effort, but the proper skill with the time and effort.
Thompson to Curry. Here's a chance from long range. He made his first effort, but not that time. Jay, upon scanning this Clippers roster, there are a lot of guards for Doc Rivers to work with.
Yeah, they have a plethora of guards, and if I'm this team and if I'm Doc Rivers, I'm thinking about how do I throw as many guards at you as possible, because Doc wants to get another guard in there to apply the same pressure. They should be the new modern-day Detroit Pistons with the style they play defensively.
Shot from the lane won't go. George, tough matchup with Draymond Green. Paul George, that's now 4. He hasn't missed.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next-level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Willie Cauley-Stein lays it in.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Throws it down. He climbed the ladder on that one.
Well, the question is, how big is the ladder? He's still climbing.
Leonard. On a bad pass. Going to be taken away by the Warriors. To Green. That's out. Last touch by Draymond Green. Leonard. That's good D. Shot no good. To Green. Clippers have it. To Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Drove the lane and finished strong at the hoop on that one. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Clippers have the basketball. Oh, they called the foul.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Substitutions.
George to Williams. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and it's cleared by Thompson. To Green. And a whistle.
His timing was a tad bit off.
That's his first personal foul. The Clippers are now serving a penalty.
Up 5 seconds. To Leonard. Kawhi Leonard looking good. 4 for 5.
These breakdowns happen because a team lacks communication. You have to point towards your man, keep that butt towards the baseline, and make sure you communicate through every screen.
Hand in his face, no good for Alec Burks. And a chance coming up at the line.
There's a very fine line between maximum effort and carelessness. I'm willing to live with a few mistakes and maximal effort than having to constantly remind my players to close out.
And he connects on the first free throw.
For the Golden State Warriors.
2 for 2 on that trip. Steve Kerr gonna call a timeout. His guys find themselves down double digits already in this first quarter. Shifting gears, here comes some substitutions.
State Warriors. Number 3.
Livingston to bring it up. Trailing by 14. Williams to Beverly. Cash is in. Someone has to get into a zip code.
Look, I get it. I've been one of the players who have had these mishaps happen to defensively. There is no worse feeling than the next day in film session watching yourself roam on the island by yourself. Somebody in this particular moment needs to tell you to get your head out of you-know-what to get back in the game.
Curry to Sean Livingston. Beyond the arc for 3. His first effort off the mark. Beverly into the front court. Less than a minute to go in a tightly played first quarter. Paul George. He's been lights out so far. 5 for 5.
Whew, I don't think anyone saw this one coming, but it looks like they're trying to send a message. Look into their eyes. They're laser focused. They're playing as if this game is tied.
Great defense, forcing the miss. Kawhi Leonard takes aim at Steph Curry. Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Livingston across the timeline. His guys down big to Curry. And they call it.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Number 21, Patrick Beverly. That's his first personal foul.
Off the mark on the first free throw. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one.
Here we go. Here we go.
Leonard, too easy. Defense has to communicate.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Ah, Steph Curry. 2 of 4 now.
Number 34, Sean Livingston.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. And a three-pointer at the buzzer for good measure. What a finish to the opening period. A great stretch here to start the game. We're through 1 at Staples Center with the Clippers on top. Jay and I back with more after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. LA Clippers with the basketball. Leonard, yes. Or in the case of the defense, not good.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
There's no stopping that. You either got to double or deny him the ball from the jump.
Glenn Robinson III here against Harkless. To Russell. Alec Burks. Mo Harkless pins it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
Visit the website for your chance to win.
Steve Kerr gets some new personnel on the floor. To Thompson. From the painted area, won't go down.
And you hate to say this, but this is the reality of the matter. Sometimes it takes guys a little while to warm up into the game. Seems like they finally found their rhythm in the second quarter.
Off the assist.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Kawhi Leonard here against Steph. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Curry, so it'll stay with the LA Clippers. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Leonard. Shot off the mark. Good defense. Green to Thompson. Around the perimeter. Green. Pass to the rim. Yes, Klay Thompson. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Harkless. Scores from the post.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Turns and slams it down. This is becoming a runaway.
They're getting to the rim at will, probably because we're watching Matador defense. You probably want to get in the way of your defender if they keep trying to attack the rim.
Thompson to Russell. For three. D'Angelo Russell bothered just enough on that one.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
He continues to shoot it well from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
Leonard to Williams.
2 minutes left in the second quarter.
He gets it. We get a whistle and a timeout by Golden State as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Thompson to Green. Thompson. He engulfed him that time. Rocking the rim.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Thompson. Textbook defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack it to the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1. That's
George buries it on the catch and shoot. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul.